Hello everyone out there in YouTube land, welcome back to Diego Knows. I of course am Diego, and today I'm going to continue to talk about The Notebook. That's right, The Notebook, that piece of shit movie from 2004. Now before I get into that, I just want to say that I just finished having a wonderful live stream with Megan Fox. Okay, please go watch her channel. Her channel is awesome. I love this woman. She's from Chicago, just like I am. Okay, and we were talking about serial killers and stuff. Okay, but we're gonna be talking about other things as well. Okay, so just go check out her channel. She's awesome. All right, all right. So now let's talk about The Notebook. Okay, now I first saw The Notebook on DVD. I did not go to the fucking theater to go see it. Why would I do that? Why the fuck would I want to do that? No, of course not. All right. I saw it on DVD. I think I was watching it with a girlfriend or something. I don't fucking remember. But I remember being really pissed off about the message that it was sending. The situation was completely unbelievable. One good thing the movie did do was that it was very good at evoking the emotions. Okay, the emotions of young love, of falling in love for the first time, about the first time you ever loved somebody and that person loved you back. This movie succeeded very well at that, but everything else is bullshit. The story's bullshit, the acting is bullshit, okay, the circumstances are bullshit, everything else in this movie is bullshit, okay? There's nothing new or original about it. It's the same old trope that we've always seen in every chick flick pretty much. You know, you are not allowed to see that boy again! You know, we see that in every fucking chick flick. This brings nothing new to the table, okay? But this movie was successful, not when it came out. It was successful afterwards on video, on HBO, you know, that kind of thing. It became a big cult following, okay? It was based on a Nicholas Sparks novel by the same name. I have not read the book for this movie, but I did read another one of his books, which was about the military, about the guy that fell in love with a girl in the military, which is bullshit as well. Dear John, okay, I read that book and I saw that Channing Tatum movie. That was a piece of shit too, okay? But basically, my opinion of Nicholas Sparks is that he does not know how to write women. Men, sorry, he doesn't know how to write men. He doesn't even know what a man is, honestly. I think he's really a woman disguised as a man, to be honest with you. That's what I think, all right? Because he does not know how to write men correctly. Men do not act the way that Noah acts in this movie, okay? He's the only man in this movie, really. I mean, Lon, there's no real men in this movie. And that's what bothers me about this chick flick genre in general and this movie in particular. Okay, none of the men act like men. All right, and that pisses me off, all right? Now, what I do here on Diego Knows is I'm gonna give you a straight man's point of view, whether you like it or not. So if you're easily offended, get the fuck out, all right? I do not censor myself here. I'm gonna give you a big dose of truth and straight up, baby, with no lube. No lube, not here. Can you handle it? I don't think, in fact, I know you can't handle it. I know you can't handle it. You don't wanna know the truth. You wanna live in lollipop land where this shit could really happen to you. No, I don't think so, all right? I'm gonna give you a big dose of truth here, all right? Now, this is part of my series of chick flick destruction where I take your favorite chick flicks and I destroy them. I give you a straight man's point of view. That's a point of view you never got when you watch this movie with your girlfriends, your gay friends, all right? I'm gonna tell you the truth. What guys really think about this movie and these situations and these women, all right? I'm gonna blow up your bubble, get you out of lollipop land, and get you back into the real world, all right? How about that? How you like them apples? All right. Now, where I left off last time, let's see. Noah, played by Ryan Gosling. He's screwing some old widow. Now, well, she's not old. She's pretty, actually. Martha Shaw. Okay, her husband died in the war. He's been screwing her, but he doesn't love her. He doesn't really give a shit about her. She wants more from him, but he can't because he's still brokenhearted over his girlfriend from fucking 6 years ago that he hasn't seen. Okay, that broke his heart, despite the fact that he knows exactly where she is. And she knows exactly where he is, but they haven't seen each other. They sure as fuck didn't call each other. Yes, phones did exist back in the 1940s, okay? But he's still crying about her, so because of this, he cannot give himself emotionally to any woman ever again. All he can give her is the high hard one. That's the only thing he's capable of giving her, okay? Well, she wants more from him than just that, okay? Well, he ain't gonna give it to her. You know, I wanna give you those things, but I can't. I just can't. It's broken. That's what he says. Anyway, so he's got this side chick that he's banging, basically, fuck buddy. Meanwhile, Allie, back in the rich part of North Carolina, she's over there trying on her wedding dress, and the girls are, oh my God, you look so pretty, you're so beautiful, you know. And then she reads in the newspaper that Noah finished building that house that he told her he was going to fix. It was a shack, basically, in Olo, the Windsor Plantation, which is a decrepit old shack, antebellum house that was in disrepair. He took her there to fuck her one night 6 years ago, even though there's no electricity, no plumbing, okay? The wood is all rotted out with termites and shit. There's probably dog shit everywhere. He still laid her down there and set a bunch of candles around in this fucking fire trap to fuck her, but it never happened. Instead, they break up. Okay, that's the last time he saw her, all right? He said, now, he did see her again, he did see her again when he went to Charleston to get the blueprints for his house approved. He saw her walking down the street, followed her, he saw her with another man. You know, kissing, laughing at his jokes, having dinner together in an expensive restaurant. So he realized that she had moved on, and he decided to move on, which means in a chick flick, it means he's just going to stick his thumb up his ass and wait for her to come back. That's moving on, okay, in this movie, okay? So he decides to build, he buys the house, he refixes the house with his dad. His dad dies. Okay, so now he finishes the house. He gets all these offers. He wants to burn the house down after he spent years working on it, making it into a nice, livable home. People want to offer him money for it. He refuses. He even shoots at a guy once who offered him more money than he was asking for. And he just basically sits around all fucking day. He rows his fucking canoe in the morning. He jerks off. He gets drunk all fucking day. He jerks off. He doesn't have a job, so he doesn't fucking do shit, but sit around his house and get fucking drunk, okay, and jerk off into the fucking toilet thinking about Allie. That's all he fucking does. Well, it turns out that he's also fucking some widow, okay, who wants more from him than he's willing to give. So that pisses her off, and he tells her, I just can't, it's broken. Meanwhile, Allie reads in the newspaper that Noah's still around, that he finished that house that he promised her a long time ago when he tried to fuck her in there. He was going to rebuild it, buy it and rebuild it. Well, he did, so now she's contemplating seeing him again, okay, on the eve of her wedding. Now, I don't know how long it took Noah to build that house with his dad, but his dad died while he was in the middle of it. I'm guessing it probably took a few years, maybe 2 years or so, to build that house from a fucking shack into a beautiful house that it is now. It probably took 2 years. Well, she got engaged to her fiance, Lon Hammond, played by James Marsden. Yeah, the guy that gets fucked over in every movie. Think Cyclops from the X-Men. Okay, she got engaged to him, and now it's like, I'm guessing it's 2 years later because the house is done now. She's still engaged to him. They're still not married. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Anyway, she tries on the wedding dress. She sees Noah in the paper. Standing in a picture drunk in front of his house, so she decides she's in the bathtub. She's taking a bath with her veil on, with her wedding dress isn't on, but she's still wearing the veil, and she's sitting in her fucking bathtub in her bubble bath, playing with the fucking faucets with her toes, and staring at the picture of Noah in the newspaper. Yeah, drunk, and she's drunk too. She's sipping a martini, wearing her veil in the fucking bathtub. Yeah, very realistic, huh? And she stares at the newspaper article with a picture of Noah in there. And you can tell she's having second thoughts about getting married to her handsome, rich, dad joke fucking fiance. Okay? What can I say about this scene except Jesus Christ, bitch? Move on. Move the fuck on. Okay? In real life, people move on. They don't stay in the same fucking spot. Okay? They meet other people. They meet better people. Yes, that happens. Okay, you already met a guy who's fucking loves it. I don't know why the fuck he loves you, but he does. He's super fucking rich. He owns fucking some carpet bagging factory or some shit. I don't know. Okay, you can read into that whatever you want. He knows a lot about carpets. Anyway, or maybe not, because she ain't happy with him. Maybe he doesn't bring his work home with him. Anyway, the point is that she's about to marry this rich guy that her parents do approve of. They did not approve of Noah when she was dating him. Okay, but they do approve of this guy because he's super fucking rich and he's handsome and he's smart, he's intelligent, he's successful, he's all the check boxes, okay? And so you would think that that's the kind of guy that she would want to be with, but no, she's thinking about the fucking boy that she saw fucking 6 years ago. Okay? Yeah, the poor boy. So what does she decide to do with this information now that she knows that he's alive? Well, I mean, she kind of already knew he was alive. I mean, it would have been very easy for her to find out. All she had to do was go back there, and talk to her friend. She has a friend over there that was dating his friend that died in the war. She could have checked up on him. She already knows where he lives, where his log cabin was that he lived in, his shack. She already knows where the house is that he was rebuilding. She knows where it is because he took her there. So it's not difficult for her to find out what's going on with him, but she never did. But now that she saw his picture there, now she realized she needs to go check up on him. Okay? This is fucking ridiculous. They had phones back then. That she could have easily gotten his phone number, okay, and called him. She didn't have to fucking go all the way over there. You know? But she decides to do that. So first of all, she's got to lie to her fiance before she goes, okay? So she interrupts Lon. He's at a business meeting. She interrupts her. She goes there without calling, okay, in her fucking pink and red dress with her hat. And he's all surprised to see her there. He's not mad at her for interrupting his meeting, okay? He's okay with it. You know, of course he is. There's nothing that she can do that would ever upset him. You know, that make him angry with her. No, not at all. You want to fuck that other guy? I don't care. That's fine. You do you. You do what you have to do. Because I still love you. No matter how many times he sticks that big cock in you, I still love you. I know that I'm the one. Hey, he might have that snatch, but I've got your heart. That's worth a lot more than your pussy. Get the fuck out of here with that fucking cuck nonsense. Anyway, so of course he's not suspicious at all. I mean, if I was engaged to a girl, you know, and she fucking came up to me and said, hey, you know what? I want to go away for a few days. Don't ask me why. I just got some stuff I need to figure out on my own. Okay? I'd be like, okay, absolutely, sweetheart. Go do whoever you have to do. I'll still be here waiting for you. I won't even call. I'll be waiting for you to come back to me. Just know when you're out there getting fucked in half, that I still love you. Do what you have to do, sweetheart. It's okay with me. I'll just sit here and jerk off. That's basically what happens in this scene, all right? He's not even suspicious. So she says, like, you know, Lon, I used to paint. He's like, I did not know. Of course you didn't know that. Because she always acts nice around him. She smiles at him. She laughs at his jokes. She's very prim and proper. She's not a total fucking bitch like she was to Noah. Fuck, she doesn't slap him in the face. She doesn't yell at him, throw things at him like she did with Noah. He's never seen that side of her. He didn't even know that she liked to paint because she's been keeping that from him. Why? Why would you hide yourself from this guy? I know your parents love him, but that doesn't mean you have to. Why can't you let him see who you really are? Now, I know why she acted that way in front of Noah. I said it before in another video. Okay, because she's richer than he is. She comes from a higher social standing than Noah does. She can afford, because she knows that Noah's not going to do better than her. Noah's not going to date a girl more rich than she is, more cultured than she is. She already knows that. She can do what she wants around him. This guy has more money than she does. So she's on her best behavior. That's not a realistic fucking relationship there. And the fact is, and I understand that she's faking it for him. I get that. What I don't understand is why he doesn't realize what's happening. He can't fucking see through that. He's okay with her being just a fucking a cardboard cutout and not a real human being. You know? With a personality. She has no fucking personality around him. And he can't see that. He just wants to love her more. That's bullshit. That's not a real man. So she tells him, I don't paint anymore. I used to paint all the time. I loved it. Well then, sweetheart, you should paint again then. I will. Sweetheart, my darling, love of my life, is everything okay with you? Do you feel like you'd like to get a bigger cock inside of you? Because if you do, I might be a little disturbed, but I still love you. Well, he didn't say that, but he might as well have. Would have been the same thing. She says, I need to get away. I need to take care of a few things. Or take care of one thing. I need to give head. I mean, clear my head. Well, you'll get your head cleared out, all right? Darling, sweetheart, love of my life, should I be worried? No, I don't think so, no. Oh, in that case, fuck away. It's reassuring to me. Are you all right, my sweetheart, my darling? Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah. Then go. Take your time. Fuck whoever you have to. It's okay. I understand. Women always get cold feet before the wedding. Just know that I still love you. It's not cold feet, okay? It's wet pussy. I mean, I love you too. I'm gonna go sit on a cock in Seabrook for a couple of days, okay? All right, bye. All right, darling. Just know that I'll miss you even more every day. Go sit on that big fat cock. I'll just sit here and jerk off. Because I trust you. And I love you. And I still want to marry you. Go fuck away, darling. I'll wait here. Bye. Yeah, basically that's how it went down, all right? I can tell you what would have happened if it had been me there. There would have been a few changes. Okay, first of all, if my fiance came up to me, interrupted my meeting, and said, you know what, I want to go away for a couple of days, take care of some things. Okay? Are you okay with it? I'd be like, are you going to go see somebody? Are you going to go see another guy? Now, they didn't do this in the movie, and the reason they didn't do this in the movie, because if they had done this in the movie, which is realistically what would have happened, he would have asked her that, then she would have had to lie to him. And by him not asking, she doesn't have to lie, thereby she gets to keep herself, her integrity. You see what I mean? She didn't lie to him, she just didn't tell him everything that she was going to do. You see what I mean? That's the gray area this movie does. Try to get you to believe in her. That way you don't hate her. Because let's face it, ladies, okay? Y'all hate liars. You hate it when guys lie, okay? And if she lies, some of you are going to hate her too. So how do you get around this problem? How do you get her to cheat on her fiance and yet still root for her? Okay, how do you do it? Well, one way that you usually do is you make the fiance an asshole. Is he an asshole? No, he's not. Okay, so you can't do that. So what do? Okay, just make sure she doesn't lie to him. How do you make it so she doesn't lie? You make sure that her fiance never asks her what she's really fucking doing. That way she never lies. That way you can still keep your sympathies for her. That way you can still root for her. You see what I mean? It's a stupid fucking trick, and I saw right through it the very first time I saw it. Okay? The fact that he didn't ask her anything that I would have asked her means that she didn't lie to him, therefore she's still a good person. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, if this had been me, she told me I'm going to go away, I'd be like, well, are you going to go see a guy? Okay? And if she said no, well, she's a liar right there. I would have been like, or she said yes, or no, whatever. My response would have been the same. I'd say, like, okay, tell you what, go take your time. Go do what you have to do, all right? Meanwhile, I'll cut off the wedding, and you can get the fuck out of my life. All right? And say bye to your parents for me. All right, get out. That's what I would have done. That's exactly what I would have done. There would have been no fucking torn between two lovers scenario here, okay? Get the fuck out. I'll marry somebody else. Get the fuck out. You think I'm gonna fucking let you go fucking fuck your old boyfriend? And I'm gonna be okay with it? Are you out of your fucking mind? Get the fuck out of my life, and why don't you give me back that fucking wedding ring while you're at it? Okay? And by the way, that wedding dress and all that, your parents are gonna fucking pay for it, and they're gonna pay for the fucking catering for the fucking wedding that I am calling off right fucking now, you fucking cunt. So get the fuck out of my sight. Or I don't want to see your fucking whore ass again. That's what I would have said. But, you know. This movie was written by a woman pretending to be a man. Anyway, that's how it really would have gone down. But anyway, of course, that's not going to happen here. Okay. So she drives over there. Meanwhile, Noah's in his fucking shack, his fucking little, I want to say garage or something. He's got this like wooden shed out there where he does his carpentry work, you know, his saw work, you know. And he's working there listening to jazz music like he always does, okay? He's working on his house, okay, and he's getting drunk while he's doing it. Now, honestly, a power saw and alcohol do not mix together, okay? He really shouldn't be doing that, but who gives a fuck? He doesn't give a shit about himself. He never has. He only gives a shit about Allie. That's his whole meaning in life, is loving Allie. Even the house was for fucking Allie. It wasn't even for him or his dad. It's for Allie. Everything's for Allie. So while he's doing that, guess who shows up? Allie. Allie shows up. Now, I asked myself during this scene, like, what the fuck does he do for a living? What does Noah do for a living? Okay, and I understand he built this house, which he must have been working on every fucking day. So what does he do for money? We don't know. We don't know. So Allie meets up with Noah. She shows up there. She drives over there as if she already fucking knew where it was. You know? I mean, she always knew where this fucking... He took her there. She always knew where it was. She could have gone there at any time. And she never did. Why? Oh, because she didn't know if he was there or not. She could have called. She could have called her friend. She could have called... She knows people in Seabrook. She could have called, hey, you know whatever happened to Noah? Oh, yeah, he's living in that house. He's fixing it up. Oh, really? Okay. And then you could have fucking gone over. Can you give me his number? Or something. It's something like that could have happened. This movie's making you think that they had no way of knowing where each other was. That's bullshit. The entire time they were separated, they knew where each other was. The entire time. Fuck, they could have called each other on the fucking phone. They could have exchanged phone numbers so that Allie's mom did not have to intercept her mail. Why the fuck? How could you leave a plot hole this open, this big, in this fucking movie? None of this shit should have ever happened. So Allie tells she's standing next to her car, you know, she gets out like halfway. I saw your picture of you in front of the house, you know, and I want to see if you were okay. You know, I wasn't anywhere near the neighborhood or anything, but he's just like, because the sun's in his eyes, you know. Just like that, doesn't say anything. And she's like, well, I mean, are you okay? He's just like, okay, good. I'm just a stupid woman. I should not have come here. And then she gets in her car, and as she pulls away, she runs right into his fucking fence and breaks his fence. And then she can't start the car. So she's all nervous and shit. He just walks up to her like, drunk, of course. You want to come in? So she does. She comes in. Comes in more ways than one. Okay, she comes in there and they're sitting across from each other, like a good fucking 30 feet away from each other. Okay. Now, old Noah is now narrating. So now we're back to James Garner and Gina Rollins. Okay, and they're playing the old versions of Noah and Allie. Okay, and they're in an old folks' home. Allie has Alzheimer's, okay, or dementia or something. She doesn't remember who she used to be or who she is or any kind of that stuff. All right. So Noah's reading her the story from a notebook. Yeah, hence the title of the movie. Okay. And she tells old Noah, she's like, it's a good story. Well, I'm glad you like it. I think I've heard it before. Yes, perhaps more than once. Then the nurse arrives, and she tells Noah, who's going by the name Duke for some reason, she tells Duke that the doctor needs to see him right now. Okay, so he's like, okay, I'll be right back. Okay, and he leaves to go see the doctor, okay? And the nurse tells old Allie, hey, you know, while you're waiting, you want to go ahead and play the piano? And she's like, I can play the piano? Yes, you can read music too. You do it all the time. She's like, oh, all right. So she goes up to the piano and she starts playing. Okay. She says, you like it a lot too. I do? Yes, you do. Okay, so that's going on. So Noah meets with a doctor. It's a young guy. It's his new doctor, okay? We find out some stuff about Noah. He's had 2 heart attacks already, but they're minor heart attacks. One was called angina something. Okay. Doc tells him that it's useless. He does. Since he's a new doctor, he tells him, hey, listen, I'm aware that you've been reading to your wife some stories about stuff that happened between you and her in order to get her to remember. Okay. Well, the doctor's kind of being a cruel asshole here. He tells him that it's useless. It's useless to try to keep reading to her, okay? Because dementia is a degenerative, okay? So she's not going to get better. She's only going to get worse, okay? And eventually she's going to forget who you are completely, and she's never going to remember, okay? So there's no point in reading to her all the time, okay? So he's like, I don't want you to get your hopes up. He actually tells that to him. Okay, which as a doctor, you should never tell him that. Okay, and Noah says that he doesn't care. Okay, he says that eventually, every time that he reads her, eventually she does remember. Only for a little while, but eventually she always does remember him and her family and everything about their relationship, okay? And Noah says, science only goes so far, and then comes God. Okay, meanwhile, he can hear Allie in the next room playing the piano, okay? And he says, the doctor says something like, oh, did you gave her the music or something before you came in here? He's like, nope, she's playing that from memory. She remembers. Okay? Okay, so now we go back to young Allie and Noah, okay? She's at his house, okay? This is her first time there since he rebuilt it. Okay, and they're sitting across from each other about 30 feet, like I said earlier. Okay, and they're talking to each other. And she tells him that she's engaged to a guy named Lon Hammond. And he says, Noah says, Hammond as in Hammond Cotton? And she's like, yes, that's his company. So he's like, oh, then your parents must really love him. And she's like, yes, they do. He's like, how about you, Allie? Do you love him? She's like, I love him very much. He's like, well, that's it. We can be friends. You hungry? So basically, he's like, okay, I get it. Okay, she's with this guy now. I got no chance. But she's here, might as well get something to eat, all right? So, of course, by eating, that means they're going to get drunk too, okay? Because he's got a lot of liquor in the place, or beer, or whatever the fuck he's drinking. He's drunk all the fucking time now, okay? Because he has no fucking life except for her, all right? So they're drinking there, okay, and they're eating, okay? And they get drunk together, okay? And, she's trying to act coy. Like she just came by to check up on him, see how he's doing, that kind of shit. Bullfucker, you came there to get fucking laid, okay? You came there to get fucking impaled, okay? Over and over again, okay? You came for the high hard one, okay? It's so fucking obvious. And she's acting like, it's everything else except that. But we goddamn knows it's that. If that was me, if I was Noah right now, I know she's getting fucked tonight. I can tell, okay? She doesn't have to say it. I already know it. Okay, she came here to get the fucking the beef injection. Okay, she came here to get my fucking man mustard. All right, that's what she came here for. Okay, don't pretend it's something else. Okay, I know exactly what you're here for. Okay, so in one way, this thing is gonna go down. Anyway, so she's like acting all coy, like, oh, She's acting all nonchalant, okay? But like I said, any guy can see that she's fucking DTF all the way, okay? And then she shows off her engagement ring, which of course is probably worth more than the fucking house, because Lon is a rich man, okay? And Noah points out the room that they're eating dinner in. Yeah, remember the room? And of course she remembers this is the spot where he took her that night 6 years ago, okay, when she was 17, okay, and there was no electricity in the house, there was no plumbing, there was dog shit everywhere and termites, and he fucking set up all these candles everywhere into this fucking fire trap so that he could fuck her right there on the floor. Okay, they ended up not fucking because her dad sent the cops to go look for her, so they got interrupted, coitus interruptus, okay, but he points that out to her to get her thinking about, hey, this is the exact same spot where we almost fucked, okay? So he remembers being in the room with her the last time, and then she notices the piano. That was the piano that she played last time she was there too. It's still there. Okay, and then the next scene is they're on the porch and he's reading her poetry again. Now he read Walt Whitman before, back when she was 17. She overheard him. Okay, so he had a stuttering problem and it helped him. Okay, and his dad was there listening to him, and now he's reading to her Walt Whitman poetry again. And she's sitting there drunk. He's drunk. She's drunk. Okay, and she says, she tells him, she says, we really loved each other, didn't we? All those years ago, when we were young. And he's just like, he didn't say anything. He's just like, she's like, I should go. Noah walks her to her car, but he invites her back. He says, hey, come back tomorrow. There's something I want to show you. Okay? And she agrees to it, okay? And then we hear old Noah narrating the story again, old man Noah. He says exact words. He says, she had come back into his life like a sudden flame, blazing and streaming Netflix into his heart. Noah stayed up all night contemplating the great agony he knew would be his if he were to lose her twice. Who the fuck writes like this? What the fuck? This is supposed to be a journal. This is like some bad fucking poetry. What the fuck? Like a sudden flame blazing and streaming into his heart? What the fuck does that look like? How do you blaze into somebody's heart? Jesus Christ. Contemplating the circuit. Get the fuck out of here, okay? Get the fuck out of here with this shit, man. This is like, you gotta be gay or a woman to understand this stuff. You know, this is the reason guys don't watch these fucking movies, man. I'm like the only one. Anyway. So basically he's afraid to lose her again. Okay, well, you don't have her. How can you lose her? You don't fucking have her. You never had her. We don't own people. Okay, what you're in love with is not even her. You're in love with this fucking, your imagination's idea of what she was like when she was 17. And even that's not the real, who she really was. That's not even who she is now. And then old Allie, the old lady Allie, she says to old Noah, oh, I do wish I could figure out the end of this story. After she says that, the nurse announces that they had she goes up to Noah and says, like, your kids are here. And Allie says, my kids? And then the nurse says, no, not yours, his. Okay, and then you see them walking into the nursing home. They're out in the garden, okay, in the nursing home. And it's one adult man, 2 adult women, and 2 little kids, a boy and a girl. And they start walking up to them, okay? Now, I'm gonna digress right here and just tell you, I have also been in a similar situation. I remember a girl that my girlfriend from when I was younger, and then we split up. And I think I mentioned last time that I went into the military and stuff, you know, on her wedding day, no fucking less. But we ended up finding each other again on Facebook. Believe it or not, it was Facebook. Yeah, she is. She had Facebook before I did. Okay, this is like the late 2000s. Okay, not everybody had Facebook back in 2009. All right, but we found each other on Facebook, and then we met each other again. And yeah, sure enough, those old feelings were still there. Yeah. You know, and so I get, I know what it's like to see someone that you've always wondered whatever happened to them, and for them to come back in your life. It's weird. All those feelings come back, you know? And yeah, it happened to me too. So I understand. I talk from experience here. I know what it's like. I know what it's like to go through this, you know? And to this day, we're still friends today. Go figure. We're still friends today. Oh my God, yeah. So yeah, I know exactly what's going on here, okay? Anyway, that's enough for this video. I will be back shortly to continue my review of The Notebook. I thank you very much for watching this video as long as you have, and I will see you soon on the next one. Bye.